Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Broadcasting with Aaron Kusler. Now, today we're going to look at Will Gary. And Will Gary presented a speech about National Honor Society and him getting elected and the honor that it was to be elected for this award. Now, we're going to have multiple categories that we're going to go on and rate his speech on. And by the end of it, we'll get a pretty good roundup of what his speech was about. So his attention-getting device. So Will was receiving an award for National Honor Society. And one thing I liked about his speech that I haven't seen in anything yet these days is he used someone else to bring him out. Normally in speeches that I get all around the world, that people start with themselves in this situation like I am talking here, and that's all they do. Will had a clever and creative idea that got me hooked right from the start. He used someone else to bring him in, and that just gave a little creativity, and that's what I really enjoyed about his thing. His message was very clear. While he was thanking everyone, he said, "Nothing you earn is ever alone." And this was his message, and I thought this was a great thing for him because while he was thanking people, he said he wouldn't be able to get where he was without the people involved in his life. And I thought it was just a great message to have and rounded everything up. Language devices. He uses repetition. Repetition is repeated things, and he also the one thing he repeated was "thank you." And in this case, he was thanking his coaches, his teachers, his friends to getting him to the point where he's at. And I thought it was a great demonstrations of his language devices. His delivery. It was very hard to see him because the audience cut off half of his head and most of his body down. He'd sway side to side and you kind of get a little glance at him. Also, due to the big room, I felt that his tone of voice could be a little bit better. It didn't tend to carry, and it was very hard for me to hear. So I really turned up my volume. Even then, it was still kind of hard. So I wish his tone of voice would have been louder just due to the setting he was in. He did seem prepared. He didn't use any fillers, sentence fillers, or like and I thought that was a really good thing for him because he seemed like he's very confident, prepared, and that's what I liked about. Strengths. He presented his message very clear. I got it right away. It didn't take me long to get his message, and I just thought he did a great job for achieving the award and thanking everyone about what it was. And it was his message was very easy to pick out because he said, "What you can take away from this is," and then he said his message, "Nothing you earn can never be alone." Or is earned alone. And I thought it was just a very nice way of putting it. It was easy to stand out. Improvements. He needs to be more vocal. That's really the only thing I really have about his speech is that he needs to be more vocal, and that kind of hurt him in the long run. But it was very creative, and I want to thank all of you for tuning in today, and hopefully see you next time. Thank you.